Damager, they react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
That's it, baby. We gon' play. At their own 29-yard line.
Ready? 61. Spike 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. First down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the throw taken in by Chark.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam down.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And shutting him off, now open field. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56.
From the 41, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater, that's complete. It's Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop the throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging the offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, it's Rose. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Play action now. Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Mike 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
56. Mike 56.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more ahead. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ballgame, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Fournette running right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 3rd down, Isaac. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater going underneath for Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice session,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just play better and better.
The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob on that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They go play action here on first down.